שלום לכולם, ברוכים הבאים ל-CEO of Maccabi World Union. We have a very, very unique program to make sure that you will have a great experience here in Israel.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. If you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that.
Left everything in Gaza. In a moment I will understand which connections are still to build the military force of Gaza. First Hamas take over.
The security situation changed at the beginning of the 70s. Over here we had two main problems. One of them is the Fedayun, which is a small, semi-independent terror unit.
How the people, every day like Manal, best to the Israeli. Most of them commercial businessmen, some of them humanitarian. The life in Gaza, החיים בעזה, it was very, very hard for the 2 million people. Israeli officers, when I show them the Israeli map, okay?
Where we are now.
50,000 Palestinians died.
Morsi, after the revolution, was like jumping on his brothers from Gaza, and I spoke about it. They came to Egypt.
אנחנו כתושבי האזור חווינו כבר 3 מלחמות. אני מסתכל על זה בתור נער, ויש ילדים קטנים בני שנה ושנתיים שחווים את המציאות העגומה הזאת.
I went to visit her and I told her the story. She said, I will never come to Austria in my life. We found out that there are 8 in the world of that time. One of our staff members to make sure that this is an original motorcycle.
And during that time, something happened.
So all of these components are very relevant.
This thing is trying to teach the 3 values regarding the name Maccabi.
And then every territorial organization and even every club is developing their own specific brand.
Don't use the Star Alliance brand alongside their own brand. For their brand, which worth a lot of money.
אני חושב שזה צריך, מה שצריך להנחות אותנו כרגע, ולאו דווקא להתיישר על ידי איזשהו שם או לוגו או איזשהו פרופס.
מודל אחר שהתיאוריה מציעה, הוא מקום שמדבר על מנהיגות מצבית.
I don't know like how broadly that describes like a 40-year-old as opposed to a 15-year-old. Like a 15-year-old's culture is very different.
We came here to think, to reflect on our professional leaders.
אבל בסופו של דבר, ההחלטה היא של אדם אחד, והוא זה שנושא באחריות.
Community now, Natalia.
Yeah.
Joyful youth. La verdad, te siento orgulloso. Primero persona y si es posible.
Then from that positivity, obviously one of the catalysts again, the Shoah, which led to a lot of what is the state of Israel. An important insight to see that it wasn't just focusing on certain areas, it was across the globe.
Everybody's more than welcome, and whenever you step of Israel, you feel welcome.
This, the first picture is like a Coca-Cola advertisement. You see young people, joy on the beach, sun, life. Exactly like you said, yeah, Israel is the place of food. Hummus, everyone returning from Israel, so we were swimming in hummus.
And now there is also in Maccabi Europe a fun run team. They wrote guidelines. We have annual training seminar. Jared, by the way, attended the last one in Athens on the way to Israel.
אנחנו מחברים מי אנחנו דרך הפעילות הספורטיבית.
So I come from the academic field, of course. I studied at Tel Aviv University. I grew up in South Africa.
Then the Shoah break up, and that's the story of the game that was never played.
Next year we will have the first Winter Games and we all want to invite you.